What do you get when you take Tom Hanks's character from the movie Big and you put him in a superhero movie?
Stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time. I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity.
I was lucky enough to get a special screening to this movie 2 weeks before the movie actually comes out on April 5th. How did I do that? Well, I just know the right kind of people with the right kind of connections. And those connections being just me going online and seeing that Fandango had tickets on sale for this movie this past weekend. But anyway, so Shazam stars Zachary Levi and is directed by David Sandberg. And it's basically about a 14-year-old kid who has magical powers that could turn him into an adult superhero just by saying one word, Shazam. I know nothing about Shazam. Literally nothing. I didn't read the comics growing up. All I know is that he is a superhero and he is in the DC universe. That's about it. I saw the trailers. They look really good. And that's all I knew going into the movie. But I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised. This movie was really good. It is aimed more at... I'm not going to say aimed more at kids, but it is definitely a more family-friendly superhero movie. Let's put it this way. It's kind of like a kid-friendly Deadpool, minus breaking the whole fourth wall thing. Zachary Levi did an excellent job. I was a fan of Zachary back when he was doing Chuck, and I'm glad that he is doing so well for himself. This role was tailor-made for him, and he did great. Also, the supporting cast cannot be overlooked. They were great, especially Jack Dylan Grazer. He basically plays kind of his Zachary Levi's sidekick. Mark Strong plays Dr. Savannah in the movie, and he's basically the villain, and he did very well. I'm not going to say he's the best villain ever, but what he did with the role was actually done very well. He has a nice little backstory, and it, played out really well in the movie. Now, for things I didn't like about the movie, a little too much comedy. Look, I get it. It is a family-friendly superhero movie, but they could have taken it back a little bit, just a little bit. Most of the comedy worked. I mean, you're gonna laugh a lot. I laughed so hard in this movie, my stomach was hurting. It's a funny movie and it works on so many levels, but they could have just eased up on the comedy just a little bit. Some of it was a little corny, but it's forgiven because the writing was so good, and most of the stuff that worked on the comedy level worked very well. And the movie was just a little too long. I started to feel it towards the end there. It just felt a little stretched out. It could have been about 10 minutes shorter. But the third act was so good that could easily be forgiven. So yeah, honestly, that's about it. The movie was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it immensely. The kids, if you have kids, take them to see it. Your kids are gonna love it. Your kids are gonna love this movie. I could definitely see for Halloween the Shazam costume being a big hit with kids. They're gonna love this movie. Definitely take them to see this movie. And that's about it, guys. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. Very enjoyable. A definite win for the DCEU. And go see it. Go see it. That's about it, guys. If you like my review, please like, share, subscribe, and I will be back.